So, listen, I was home, like, half of last week and over the weekend, and that's why I didn't make a video, but, look, I've been, like, writing my notes down on scraps of paper so that I could make one, so now I'm making one. Okay, okay, so these are kind of everywhere, and from various weeks. America's Next Top Model. I'm oddly afraid of Nigel with hair. This was from, like, the second one. I wrote this, and then I have, thank God, he's bald again. So that was so weird that she, like, made him grow his hair just so she could, like, shave it off. And, like, what was the point simply to be like, oh, it does not fit your brand, you have to change? So, he was actually kind of, it was, like, didn't make any sense, but I was afraid of him with hair. Like, it was weird. But that hot dog photo shoot was, like, the dirtiest thing ever. I was just, like, dirty. And then I hate Alexandra, but I love her new haircut. And what happened this week? I didn't write anything down for this week, so it obviously didn't resonate. Nothing resonated. So, yeah, I'm glad Nigel's bald. These are old, I'm sorry. Okay, Grey's Anatomy, the first one, you know what? We're just gonna kind of semi-skip that. From the big 2 hour, I'm not personally, like, glad that Christina got an abortion, but I'm glad she did. Like, I don't necessarily approve, but I'm glad she got one because that's her character. And if they had changed her character to make her more normal or whatever, I don't think I really would have liked that. So I'm glad they stuck with her character. I'm glad they met up with Alex. I'm sad about Zola. I hope they get her back. I want everyone to stop fighting, and April is still a useless character. The Alphas finale. I'm probably not gonna watch Alphas next season. It was like a cool twist at the end with, like, his daughter being bad and, like, they're telling everyone about Alphas, but it just didn't hook me enough. Honestly, like, Ryan Cartwright is the only reason I stuck around this long, honestly. So, solid effort, but sorry, probably not coming back. Okay, How I Met Your Mother. I don't like where they're going with this, because this was when Victoria was like, the reason, you know, we couldn't be together was because of Robin, or whatever. Like, I don't really like where they're going with this, because I'm not really, like, a fan of Robin and Ted as a couple. Like, I'm over it. When they, like, I don't know when it was exactly, when she was dating that guy from work, Don, or what was his name? But, and then him and Barney both decided that they liked Robin again. Like, I completely had forgotten they even dated, just because I don't like them together, like, romantically. But, like, so now he's not supposed to be friends with Robin? I don't feel like his relationship with Robin is still affecting him. Like, I feel like that was bull. And, like, I don't think they're gonna be, like, friend breaking up, because, like, we know they're friends by next year, or Barney's wedding, assuming that Robin's the bride, and otherwise, at least in the future, they're still friends, because he refers to her as Aunt Robin. So, like, I don't understand the point, I don't understand where that's going, and I kind of bummed, because I really thought we were gonna have more Victoria than that. I feel like they kind of wasted her. And then Robin just seems weird this season. Like, I don't know if it's, like, because she's, like, hung up on Barney, or, like, what? I don't know. She seems kind of odd. She seems different this season. Gossip Girl. Blair's pregnant. I definitely thought it was just gonna be Dorota, and I was like, cop out, but okay, it happens. But now Blair's pregnant, and I'm not sure where they're taking that, because if it's Louie's baby, then we're not gonna be able to, like, have her with Chuck ever again, which is sad. And, oh, Dan, and I love Dan. And I'm just confused because that he, like, loves her, that he kind of had a crush, and now he, like, loves her, and I'm just kind of, I don't know. I like him and Blair together, but I like them better as, like, odd, like, BFFs, rather than, like, romantically, I feel like. Yeah. This was the first time that Serena hasn't annoyed me in years. And the same for Nate. Like, she was, I think, honestly, Chuck was right, they're growing up. And I think she was just so immature, and she drives me nuts all the time. And, like, this was the first time she hasn't annoyed me in years. And then I'm already bored with the Ivy Charlie storyline. She was in one scene, and I'm already bored with that. Supernatural. Whoa. Like, that was a season finale like, kind of episode. And it was only the second episode, which is, like, awesome and crazy at the same time. Because if that's only the second episode, can we just imagine what the rest of the season is going to be like? It's going to be so good. I'm sad that Cass is dead. But, I don't know. I'm sad about it, but I love him. I've just recently discovered how much I love Misha Collins, and now that I've discovered it, he's gone. So I'm kind of distraught about that. Dean breaks my heart, and I demand some sort of acting prize for the show, because Dean is, like, heart-wrenching and so good, and, like, Sam has done so many, like, different, you know, Sam has been so many different Sams throughout the years that, like, he's great too. Misha Collins is wonderful. So, like, they are severely underappreciated. Okay, and then Chuck. They moved Chuck back a week. Can we discuss this, please? Because I'm really upset. Now, it's not going to be on until the 28th. It was already not going to be on until October 21st. Now it's going to be not on until October 28th. And I need some Zachary Levi in my life. Okay? I'm so upset. I'm upset. Okay, and then Castle, we get it that was supposed to be a parallel Castle and Beckett. You know, all they didn't do was put a sign on them that said Castle Beckett. Yeah. Okay, and, okay, here's this thing. It's my little trick, and some people, I have before, within the first 2 minutes of a show, pulled out who's going to be involved. Okay? And I have a trick, and I did this with this Castle episode because I knew that reporter was going to be significant. I knew he was going to be involved in some way. Just because, okay, generally, if I've seen someone on various other shows before, and they're just like a guest star, not like an arc, just like a guest star, they're going to be involved. Just because, you know, bigger parts, you're going to put in a bigger-ish actor. So, that's my trick. And that guy was on Ghost Whisperer for a while. I feel like I've seen him on other things, so I knew he was going to be involved. Okay, new girl. Schmidt and Jess are, like, weirdly close, I feel like. They hang out more than, like, her and the other two guys, so, I don't know. Also, could they make Schmidt a more obvious representation of Neil Patrick Harris's Barney? I feel like they're trying to make Barney, but no one can be Barney, except Neil Patrick Harris. Okay, and I understand how they brought that new guy in, and I understand that the other guy is on another show. I get that, but what I don't understand is, where did Coach go? Did they say that? I feel like they were just like, oh yeah, and here's our buddy who used to live here, but now he doesn't. And I was confused as to where Coach actually went. In this one, I didn't think it was as good as the first episode, but it's still cute. Like, I enjoy it still. It just wasn't as good, I didn't think. Okay, the second Grey's episode, well, like, third episode, but second night it was on, there was, like, no Lexi at all. I don't think she was in one frame of the whole episode, which I now have found out that she asked for an extended, like, hiatus, so she's not going to be in the first several episodes, like, hardly at all. But I love Owen and Bailey. Like, that was a fun dynamic we don't normally get. And so now Owen and Christina, like, made up because they had food poisoning, and Derek and Meredith are making up as long as they don't work together. I feel like that's way too easy. Like, that was way too easy. It's not, it can't be like, well, we're having this huge fight, our marriage is basically over, but if we don't work together, no, I don't feel like that's going to work. I love Alex. Arizona was really rude to Avery. I thought that was unnecessary. And Derek, like, I thought he was moved out, but apparently he's, like, moved back in or whatever, and I felt like that was very, like, quick and odd. And the message about the pig was really strange. Like, I feel like they've used pigs for, like, things before, and I don't ever remember, like, a no animals were harmed in the making of this episode message before this. Yeah, so I thought that was weird. Okay, and then I just have a few more other little things, but this is gonna cut me off, so I'm gonna make a second one, okay? So just hold that thought.